Good evening. Hello. Hello. Another day, another stream. Why not? We are making good progress, boys. We are making good progress. We making good progress. We are making good progress. Let me see if everything is ready. Yeah, I think it is. I think it is. Let's go. Hello. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. This guy's staying in the tavern because outside is raining a lot. Good idea. Good idea. How are you today, guys? Today is stream number 900. 900. 900 is quite a number, huh? 900, how much is it? I don't know, it's like 3 years. No, a bit less than 3 years every day. I don't know. Yeah, it's a lot. I think it's been very enjoyable, by the way. I mean, it is an effort because obviously, you know, it is an effort. I cannot say that it's not. It is an effort, but at the same time, you know, I mean, we are making very good progress. We basically managed to have, you know, PS Unreal done. And PS Unreal, you know, many years ago was like, I don't even know if it was possible, right? So I couldn't really think and say, okay, I mean, changing engine, bro, changing engine. I don't know. I don't know if any game in the world changed engine, right? I mean, they can change the game, but not change the engine. So they can make another game, but changing the engine on a release game, I don't know. Yeah, maybe some did, but I would say it's very few. I think it would be interesting to know how many games really change their engine after release, because obviously, I mean, during release is easy. I mean, during development is easy, but after release, so having a game that is running and deciding to change the engine, I mean, I don't know. We do a lot of weird stuff here. Hello, Tua. Hello, Hula. You don't count the days you haven't streaming. No, I'm saying how many days if they are contiguous, right? But yeah. But yeah, by the way, I asked a question to the AI because you know that sometimes I play with the AI, and I asked a question that I think I knew already the answer, but I wanted, because every time I was speaking with another guy that is using artificial intelligence models and images, right? And I was like, okay, what is the license, right? What is the license of those images that you are generating with AI? And he said there is no license because the images are just a bunch of random generated stuff, and so there is no license, right? And anyway, even if there is a license, will be very, very hard to track. So while I'm kind of in agreement with the second piece, I think I'm in disagreement with the first piece. Like, I mean, obviously everything you create has a license unless you really create it from scratch, right? So, hello, making real things. I've tried ChatGPT, now that's really game changing for me. It's really helping for my project. Nice. So today I asked to the AI, who owns the copyright of images generated by artificial intelligence? And actually the answer is very meaningful. The AI says the copyright of images generated by artificial intelligence is a complex issue. Okay. And can vary depending on the circumstances. But in general, the creator of the AI algorithm would likely own the copyright of the images that it generates. Right? So it's like if I make a program that is building something, right? Still, you know, it's my program that built it. And so the creator of the AI algorithm would be considered as the author under copyright laws. And then it says, however, if the images are created using pre-existing images or other material as input, the copyright of those material will also need to be considered. In some cases, it may be considered a derivative work, and the copyright would be held by the person who created the derivative work. Right? So, exactly. Plus, if it's derivative work, you may have to consider the original authors, right? The AI pics are protected by English law. Yeah, but what does the English law says? Who is the copyright owner? Is the AI creator? So I mean the programmer, or who is it? I want to know who owns the copyright. Right? Hula jumping knows the law. Hula jumping knows the law. Okay. Hula jumping knows the law. That is my text. This is my text. This is my text. What is going to be created? It's taking a lot of time, more than usual. Must be very hard to be Hula knowing the law. This? Is this a hula jumping that knows the law? Yeah, probably. There is hula jumping that knows the law, you say? Or jumpla. Jumpla. Or maybe you are this, huh? If you are this, let me know. Let me know. Okay, anyway. I mean, the point is that I cannot just take this picture and say that it's mine, right? It's saying that it's mine. But anyway, okay, fine. So, stream number 900. So the first thing I want to do, I want to release, there is a video that I have loaded for Patreons only. There was the Celebrate 2022. I think now, you know, nearly a month passed, and I think I can release it. I wanted to release it for everyone. So I think I will release this video to everyone, and so I will probably change it. It was actually done for the second tier people, because I never did a second tier thing, and I think that now I want to make it public. So I will make it public. I will make it public right now, just because we are in our 900 stream and I want to celebrate the 900 stream. So I'm going the other side, and I will update this one and I will change it to public. And I will add a comment here. Let's say after a month, after nearly a month, this video is now public. This video is now public. Thanks again to all the supporters. So I will do that. I will make it public. I will make it public right now. Why not? We can. Okay, now it's public. So if you go to our Patreon page and refresh, some of you may have seen it, obviously, if you are Patreons, but right? This one is now public. And if you want to watch, maybe not now because you're speaking with me, but later on, if you want to look at the video, right, list all the 2022 achievements and what we did and all that good stuff. Just don't know why the quality is not that great, but okay, now it's better. Yeah, I just had to switch the quality. 2022 achievements. So yeah, you can go through. It's actually 22 minutes. So it's a kind of a long video, but because there was a lot in 2022, we really did a lot. So yep. Absolutely. Let me post it somewhere. Let me post it also in announcements. I will post it in announcement and I will say everyone to celebrate our 900 stream. I publish a video of the 2022 achievements, which was available to Patreons only for some weeks in preview. Thanks again to all the supporters and GG. And GG! We did it! Okay. So yeah. Hello, Fried Movies. I have an issue with my UI. Can you help me? Maybe yes. Shoot the question if I can. I don't know if I can, but I didn't have a lot of, you know, I don't have a good relationship with Unreal Engine UI, but yeah, but I can try to help you. Yes. Can you please show me a bit of how you had done those landscapes? It looks like IDMap is used. I'm trying to build my own, but I'm not good, thanks. Yes, the landscape are very easy. You can you need to create you go in landscape mode, and inside landscape mode you the problem is that you need to have the basic materials, right? But there are a lot of very good landscapes in the launcher. I think there are also some free landscapes. So remember, always start from the marketplace. Check if there are. So for example, procedural biomes like this one is free. For example, is free. Look at this. Look at this. It's free on the marketplace right now. So if you go to the marketplace and you download this one. It's free at the moment until the end of January, so you have 5 days left, and look at what you can have, right? It's free right now. Now if you ask me, will it run well or not, that I don't know. But I mean, in Unreal, remember that you should start from examples. There are so many examples. There are so many examples. Or you can just search for landscape and see what you get. And maybe many of these are actually free, right? So, I mean, some will not be, but some are. So my suggestion, always start from something. And you can order by price, so you get some free ones. For example, this one is also free, right? This is free. Look, this one is free, so you can download it right now. Do you want a landscape like this? Easy. Easy. Do you want a landscape like this? Easy. The sculpting is because, yeah, the sculpting, I don't know, is it's fairly easy to do, but you need the basic landscape materials. So that's the problem. So if you download one of these examples and then you sculpt, you will see that it comes out well, whatever you do, right? It's very easy at the end. It's very easy. Okay, what do we want to do tonight, boys? So there are a number of bugs. Now, I think the majority of the bugs that are remaining here are about creatures, right? Creatures not fighting back, or creatures not acting as they should act, right? Now, I was trying to... Specific statement on Malbernard situated in Oja Road 1. Attack a marble with magic attack spell and it may move to attack, but after a short time it will disappear. Okay. So the disappear may happen. May happen for this reason. The monster has a region, a combat region defined, and that combat region is actually not yet ported to the new Unreal coordinates. So yeah, I think this is the work we should do tonight. I think I will check all the regions. I will check all the regions in our database, because it seems that this is becoming more and more of a problem. And now we also have the ability to display the regions, which is great. And so I think we need to fix this, right? The regions are defined in a database table that is called SC locations. And for example, Fergus is saying that Malber Lords on Oja Road 1. Exactly. So it's probably this thing. And this may not be properly migrated, even if it looks like. But it may be too low, eh? It may be too low. Let's see what Fried Movies is saying. I am working on developing an inventory system with a player quick slot. The quick slot allows to drag and drop operations so you can move the item around. Unfortunately, after I move my item from an array, from 0 to 5, then back to 4, the item won't drop unless I drop it in a specific place in the UI. Probably because you are not clearing it up. The area that I drop my item to seems to minimize. Well, I can tell you how we do it because we do exactly the same thing, right? The way we do it, because we have a quick bar and we have inventory and we have to drop from quick bar to inventory. So that's a typical thing. So I can tell you how we do it. The way we do it is that we have defined a slot widget, right? The slot widget is reused where are the stream avatars? I didn't launch it, I guess. I didn't launch the minions. So we have a slot widget, okay? And the slot widget is configurable. And is just a square. I will show you as soon as the editor pops up. Okay, so if I search here WD slot, this is our slot widget, right? It's a very simple widget that basically has a border and he has a background that you can turn on and off, and he has a number for the number of items in case this item is a stack of multiple items, and he has an icon, right? Now this slot object is the one that is part of the inventory window, right? So my inventory window that is like here is built. Now you cannot see them because there is 0. They are populated at runtime, but basically this part of the inventory gets populated with slot items, right? With a number of slots. So boom, 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 boom. These get all filled up with those slots, right? And my quick bar, the same, right? And everywhere else in my game, I can show you here maybe. And everywhere else in my game, whenever I need a droppable slot, right? Because you may drag and drop from the main inventory, but you may also drag and drop maybe from a container, right? Or from a backpack or from somewhere else, right? So the point is that you don't want to hard code, the logic into the inventory system. You want to hard code the logic inside the slot, and this is what we did. So at least this is what I did. So this is, for example, our shortcut bar that we can resize horizontally or vertically, and this thing that you see here is actually a slot, right? Every one of these boxes is a slot. This is a slot. This is a slot. This is a slot. Every one of those is a slot. When I click on one, what happens is that another WD slot, so the same widget, is getting created and attached to my mouse. And when I drop it, assuming that I'm in edit mode now, at the moment I'm not in edit mode, but if I was in edit mode, right? Yes, you see, it gets dropped into the slot, right? So yeah, so basically you have a slot here, you have a slot on the mouse, and you have a slot on the widget, on the shortcut bar. And whatever I do is to reassign just the values, reinitializing, the same slot item. That is the way I'm doing it. That is the way I'm doing it. For some reason, after the slot is generated on runtime, they break after I move the item around. Probably because you are not generating a new slot, but you are trying to reuse the same, and you mess up with the array. That's very possible. But yeah, you should check the... Yeah, because probably you are moving the full slot. What I'm doing when I drop, or when I click, right, is to actually assign the something like this, right? I call a function that is update slot that is actually updating the source and the target. So I'm not moving the widgets. I'm creating another widget and then I'm setting the property on the target widget. So basically what I mean is that when I am drag and dropping like that, right? When I'm drag and dropping like that, I have one widget here, and one widget here, right? But the widget don't move. I'm just setting the property of those widgets with the right values, but I'm not destroying this widget or moving it, right? It looks like you are moving it, but it is not, because I'm creating on the mouse a new widget. And the same when I'm dropping here, I'm not really substituting the target widget with what I'm dropping. I'm just calling a function that is like update slot, you know, with the proper values. And then I'm destroying the slot that is on the mouse. So I think that at least this is how we do it, and it seems to work. It seems to work okay. It seems to work fine. Okay, so what we want to do, did I just multiply an object? Or really I have two of them? No, I really have two of them. Okay. I really have two of these ones. So, okay, so what we want to do, we want to go... Fergus, do you have the coordinates of those guys? Because that is the problem, you know. Generic statements don't help me. So where are those guys? Where are those Uber now that you say that are broken? Oja Road 1 is a big place. Oja Road 1 is a very big place. I need to know where exactly in Oja Road 1. Because I can go there, because you know one can work, the other may not work. There may be different reason, different places. So I mean I can go there, but uh-oh, what is this guy doing here? What is this guy doing here? Hello? Anyway, I think that one is kind of bugged. Test near the ruins. Near the ruins. Which ruins? I need the coordinates. Without coordinates it's super hard, man. Without the coordinates, I mean, there is the lake at the top. So there is Oja Road 1 near the gold mine. You are not helping. You are not helping. I can check in the map of the old game, but you know, I mean, I can search you said they were mobile lords? Straightforward. Okay. here, like this guy. I think most likely, I mean, even seeing their position, most likely their region is not properly defined. Because you see that they are kind of in weird places. So probably... So we have a new command that is location show, right? And location show is basically defining the area where they should move. But it is the... Here we are in production. I have to go my machine. Because... yeah, I have to go my machine because here we have, unfortunately, you see this mess of lines? This mess of lines because it was not done properly. And on my machine we have the new code, and the new code is giving me all the right stuff. So the only problem is that we need to be sure that we are loading that we are loading Oja Road 1. At least Oja Road 1 should be in. And we need to go... We need to go this database. And we need to repopulate NPC. Now, if we add the numbers of those NPC, will be nice. If we have the numbers. I didn't check it. PT. Maybe I can check it in the old game. 1 second. WC. Okay, sorry, I'm doing too many things at the same time. Yeah, but most likely anyway is the area. They are trying to walk inside an area and they cannot, and so they freak out. I think. Because if they teleport, it's because they are trying to go back to the original area. If you run too far away. I'm trying to look at the NPC map. NPC map, Oja Road 1. 1 second, I'm on the other screen. Okay, I think I see them. I think I see them. By the way, there are also a lot missing, probably. There are probably also a lot missing. No, there are too many. I will load them all. I don't want to load only a few. Because there are too many IDs, I think I will just load them all and see what happens. And obviously many will just fall down, but we will see. And by the way, this is a change that we can do only in the database. And so in theory, I can release it immediately, also in the running game, right? we have a lot of locations defined here, and these locations have been automatically translated, you know, to the new coordinate system, but we never really tested them, right? So they may be underground, they may be inside a mountain, they may be. So they may really be anywhere. Now, for example, there is another thing that will be a bit easier to do directly when we are fully migrated, right? Because, I mean, yeah. But anyway, I mean, we can also do it now. We can also do it now. It's not that different, but it's a bit different because I will have to backport, you know, to those changes in the migration script. Like the one claw. Yeah, one claw I think has the same problem. It's just that his area of attack and combat is defined wrong. I'm pretty sure. There is no other reason. But or maybe there is, but I didn't discover it yet, you know, until today. You see, some people are already teleporting and falling down. But anyway. Yeah, they're falling down because we have like half of the maps. So let's go. I loaded just half of the map just to be quicker, but in theory, Oja Road 1 we have it. Oja Road 1 we have it, so we will do the same. So I will fly a second. Maybe I can create a command just called fly. It's a bit easier than doing this, but anyway. Okay, so we go. Now I'm lost a bit. I'm a bit lost. I am a bit lost. Yes, it's like there. Yes, there. There should be also some in this area though, right? I think I went in the wrong place and I don't think he's here. Because here we have all the clackers and yeah, here is the clackers area. So it's before this. Here is the okay. There is one here. Yeah, I think he's here. I think he's here. Yes, I passed it. Is here. Malburnout. Okay, let's try to see the locations. Okay, so this location, for example, this guy at the moment is outside his location. Now, I don't know if he has the yeah. They are falling from the sky. Because you see what happens, I think they cannot get stuck. Because they want to move into a location and I see. I think I understand the problem perfectly. I think there may also be a code change needed though, because Okay, let's try. I think we need to try only with one of them because it's too complex to do it with many of them at the same time, because I have to put the server in debug mode and trying to understand what is going on. But basically this guy, you see that in the brain of this guy, what he's telling us is that he has a move failed, you see? So he tried to move somewhere, but he couldn't. And so after some time, if he really cannot move, is just teleporting to another valid location. And this is why we see that the NPC is basically respawning and then falling down from the sky. Right? So I think that here we have a significant problem. We have a significant problem because... okay, let's do this. Let's load maybe only one guy. This 32-29-010, right? 93, 29, 93, 29, 010. Okay, so we will load only one guy. So this is, you know, clearing up a bit of the mess that is happening now in the server. And yes, you see that he's trying to move and he's respawning. So it is the perfect example. It is the perfect example. Okay. It's a good example. Now, my idea was that even if we have an area defined that is above the ground, the NPC should be able to walk toward that direction, right? The problem is that if that location is unreachable because it's inside a mountain, or so that is one of the problems. And I think that probably what we need to do, we need to do the same that we do with the other locations. If the area is very up and down, so there are a lot of hills, I think he may not be able to walk. First of all, let's check what is the definition of this guy. Okay, and then when we fix one, we fix all, right? So I think it's exactly the same problem for all of them. So if I search ID equal to this guy, well, character ID equal to this guy, yes, you see that he's actually scripted, and in his script is saying that he should use the logic Ulbernaut Wanderer, and he has a defined region where he should wander, right? He has this Ojarode Ubernaut ground. Ojarode 1 Ubernaut ground. So this one I think is the one that we were plotting, but we can check it. Why is always me finding a difficult bug? Because you are a good bug tester, you know? Good tester. This is exactly what we need to find. We need to find these bugs. We need to find exactly these ones. So I want to understand. Now we have a new capability in the new client for Game Masters, right? We can right click on this thing and we can see what it is, right? You see that it tells me segment 211, name Ulbernaut, Ojarode 01, Ojarode 01 Ulbernaut gram. So yes, so let's say this is the proper location. This is the proper thing. The problem I think that we have is that it's so far from the ground that I think that the monster has an issue in finding the right coordinates. And like it doesn't find a walkable path right? Between where he is now and the generated. In fact, you see that he's saying, "I failed to move. I will teleport in 5 seconds," right? So he's recognizing that for some reason he cannot reach the location that was provided, and I think he will say it again. This message is telling us that he cannot move, he cannot teleport. I mean, yeah, he can teleport, but he cannot really move, right? Then we will have to fix one day this claw on the ground, but yes. So let's debug his brain. Okay, so we'll do debug NPC target maybe 15. 15 may be enough. And so what happens now is that on the server, right, we see exactly what he's thinking, right? And at the moment, he's trying to use a function called random move in region. Unfortunately, we didn't get... Yes, and after some time, he goes in move failed, like now. And he will probably say again that he failed, and he will teleport again, right? And in fact, he teleported there. Now, what we need to understand is now that he teleported, right? So if I search teleport, we'll teleport in 5 seconds, right? 7861. Exactly. So here is teleporting to this new location, which, by the way, is already a bit problematic because this location is basically in the sky, right? And so he falls down, which is not very nice. But apart from that, he has a wait operation. He has a wait operation. He has a wait operation that should finish in 5 seconds. Hopefully. No? Wait, I think I lost my way here. I was teleported here, waiting 5 seconds. Okay, so here is the teleport. So we are at 21:32:50 25, right? So at 22:30 we should trigger. At 22:30. Okay, here. Yes, 29 something. Is basically restarting. Let me see. Active behavior, move fail, active delta. It should finish this waiting at 30, right? We said at 30, so probably we'll finish. It will finish soon, hopefully. Move fail. Here is still all move failed, huh? And now we are at 30, so in theory it should finish now. Okay, finished here. So he waited 5 seconds after the teleport. Now there is a lot of logs, so it looks like... But I keep doing what I do. Yeah, exactly. You should. So subtracting completion of decay 50, looping at, okay, so now he's basically just teleported to the new location. He waited 5 seconds and now he's going in random moving region again, right? In random moving region, we need to understand what he's doing, because resuming behavior, random moving region. Okay, running random moving region, wait operation. Wait operation started lasting 11 seconds. Oh wow. Okay, so he's just waiting 11 seconds randomly before moving. Okay, so this is just to simulate a bit of the weird AI, you know, that is like moving around only sometimes, right? So he's actually in a wait. Mode for nearly 12 seconds. So we have to go to 32:42. Okay, it will do nothing else. So we have to go to 32:42, which is here. Yes, exactly. So here it should stop the wait, and in fact is moving to step 2, loop 1 back to 0, running random region. Why is waiting again? Probably because he's waiting at the beginning and at the end of the behavior. Let me see, because we need to understand what is going on. Let me search where the script, like this, right? There is an in region, a nocturnal, and yeah, but basically random moving region is this, right? Random moving region is that. So what is doing random moving region? What is doing is this, is having a loop of 5 iterations of random wait, right? So where it's really doing nothing. Then is locating a player object in the range of 100 meters. Okay. Then is waiting another 1 second. And then he's searching, a point inside the region that has a range of 60 meters. And I think that this one is the one that is giving the problem, right? I think so. Here we are at 14,184. Locate operation, locate player object destination, get into plane equal itself, locate will be Oja Road R1039. Active location. Yeah, but he's saying that when I'm a bit confused. Is he trying to use any path? I don't think so. Because there are no paths defined here, right? There are no paths defined, at least not in this area. So... But actually, you see that he's locating a specific waypoint. He's locating a waypoint. That's a bit strange, huh? Wait operation, 1 second. Okay, this is waiting 1 second then. Okay, it's waiting 1 second. After the wait of 1 second, so basically we are, in our script, we are here. Now we should do the locate region. Now we should do the locate region. Exactly, you see it's doing locate region, destination move. Now, the thing that is a bit weird is that it is locating a waypoint. So it's going inside local move. Local move, copy operation, applicate, blah blah blah, copy locate, executing, navigate operation, movement run, located, inertia road 1 or 81 per second, executing, move to location. So he actually found a location where he wants to move, right? But yes, as you can see, he's saying fail to find a path between this and this. So the problem is that he generated, and we can check what this is, right? He generated a point yeah, he generated this point. Yeah, I think the problem is that it generated this point, and this point is too high. And this point is too high, so even if in theory there is no problem in moving, movement operation run. Let me see. Movement operation run. Movement operation run. Let me copy this because this is basically where we have the problem. We have the problem in this thing. We have the problem in this thing. We don't print out the end location, unfortunately. Or maybe we do, but at the end, no, we don't. Because after this, no, we should have this, like movement operation executing. We should get this thing printed out. Exactly, this one. So we see move to actor or move to location. So we see a move to location. Right, so we are inside of this. And inside of this, we have a move to location. Now, move to location. Move to location is already an Unreal Engine one. It's not our code. This start to be Unreal Engine 1. So it's basically trying to find a path between yeah, I think it's just because it's too high. I think it's just because it's too high. I think that's the only problem. I don't know why though, because in theory I remember that they moved to location, you know, even if there was I'm not fully convinced though. Is it because again we don't have the nav mesh? Because we are in debug and shit, and so we don't have it? That's possible, huh? We don't have the nav mesh. We don't have the nav mesh on my machine because this level has not been reloaded. Has not been recalculated. So actually we are not doing a test that is the same as what happens in production. We are not. But I think that probably the problem is the same. I'm a bit surprised, but yeah. I think the problem is the same. How does that relate to the production map? No, the two maps are identical. The only difference is that the navigation mesh has not been generated here because it's a bit long to explain, but basically I need to generate it completely for the whole set of maps. So there is something that is working pretty stupidly in Unreal. Maybe in Unreal 5 will be better, I don't know. But basically, I have to regenerate the path, you know, meaning these paths. Yes, there's this green stuff. The green stuff is where the NPC can walk. So for example, it cannot walk here because it's too steep, right? And so this is where it can actually walk. And the engine is generating this map of walkable areas, right, where the NPC can move. And unfortunately, this walkable area is available only if you rebuild the whole set of maps, right? Now I'm doing it on this one only just for our test, but this will break the other map, so it's a bit of a pain to test, but it's okay. It's okay. We can regenerate it only for this map now and see how that NPC behaves. But in production, for sure, he has the navigation mesh, I'm sure. So if it's broken, I think it may just be that the position generated is too high. So I think what we need to do, we probably need to trace a line down and find the position on the ground where it can actually move. But we will see. We will see now if he still has the same problem or not. Because now the navigation map should be here. I don't know where this guy is though. What is this guy? Ah, he's there. The guy is there. Hey, that guy's outside of the. But anyway, even if he's outside, yeah, it is outside. Huh? He's outside of his own region, which is a bit weird. In theory, he should not, because it means. But yeah, Yeah, he's outside of his own region. His region is here, is defined here, and he's pretty far away from it. Where the hell did he go? Okay, he went there. So now he was teleported right into his own region. Okay, you see that now we have the navigation map, right? So now he has the navigation map. So in theory, if the point that we give him is inside a reasonable range, that is very strange. This is very strange. So he got a position that was here, and he couldn't move from there to here, which were pretty close actually. They were pretty close. Do you think he's colliding with something? No. No, his claw is not the problem. He did it again. He did it again in the same way. He did it again in the same way. So if I go on the log, I will probably have the same fail to find a path. So basically he's saying I cannot find a path between. We have all the points, so we can check it. I cannot find a point between here, where he was, right? He was here. I cannot find a point between here and yes, and here. I think that the problem is that it's too high, and so after a certain value, even the AI kind of fails. It's strange because I thought that he would just move to the nearest point and not give a move failure, but it seems that he's giving a move failure. Because it is saying fail to find a path, right? And fail to find a path is here. So it means that the result of move to location is a failure, right? So this means that probably it cannot really. What we can do, we can test in our. I have a test project, you know, where I was moving NPCs around, and we can see if the location. But I think it's the location. I think the location is too high. and he cannot do it. The location is too high, I cannot do it. Maybe there is a threshold, there is, you know, even if, you know, when we do move to act, maybe because move to actor and move to location are slightly different. I don't know, because when we do move to actor, you know, and I jump on top of a building or whatever, the creature is anyway trying to follow me at the best of his abilities. So that is what is a bit weird. But yes, actually move to actor and move to location are kind of different. And plus we have a number of parameters here. Stop on overlap, use pathfinding, project destination to navigation. Project destination to navigation. Project location on navigation data before using it. Project location on navigation data. What does it mean, project? Maybe that is what we need, huh? Maybe we need this project destination to navigation through. Because set project goal location. Set project goal location. B project. I'm just trying to understand if he's projecting vertically already, so he's doing exactly what I'm thinking to do, or not. Right? Wow. Project point to navigation. To do document. GG. Okay. Easy. You know that I think that he will be doing exactly what I'm trying to do. So I will do a vertical line trace and find the navigation data. Project point. It's calling like 3 million functions, but yeah, he's calling 3 million functions. There is zero documentation on these functions. Zero documentation. Unreal to recast point. Find nearest poly 2D. Unreal to recast point. Zero documentation. They don't even know what this thing is doing. Doesn't seems like find nearest polygon. Yeah, he's probably doing what we want, but he's doing it in a very, 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 very complex way, right? So he's trying to find. So what this guy is trying to do, if I understand right, what I think this guy is trying to do. So if we have a terrain, right, and this terrain is a bit, you know, up and down, right, and so there is a hill or some kind, right, and we give him a point that is actually high on the ground, right? I think he's trying to bring it to the bottom, but the way he's doing it is doing it by considering all the navigation cells, right, and trying to find the closest navigation cell that we have, right? Which may be, in his case, it may be the right choice, but in our case, we already know that we have defined our box, our generation box, above the terrain, right? So after we generated this box at the top, we could just project down, right? We could just project down and find our point. Now you may say, hey, why don't you use a find point in navigation system from location? I'm not doing that because looking at it from the top, right? If I look at it from the top, my area can be defined as crazy as we can, right? Can be defined as crazy as we can because maybe there is a mountain here we want to avoid, you know, so something like that. So our area can be defined a bit in a kind of a polygon, and also I want to be sure that I'm always inside this area, right? That I'm never going outside this area. And so if I have my NPC sitting here, I cannot really say find a navigation point in 10 meters radius from where I am, right? So I need to find a navigation point within, right? Now I may still hit the problem that I'm generating a point and that point is then projected into a building, right? Because it is exactly where the get navigation point in range is helping, right? Because imagine that the monster is here, right? Imagine that it's here, and he's trying to generate a point with our standard technique, right? So we have our generation box on top of this, and we ask him, hey, can you generate a point? Now, if unfortunately he generates a point that is like here, and then he projects down, right? And then he projects down, he will hit the rock, and so this will be the point where he's trying to reach. And so in that case, we will get the same issue, right? We will get the same issue. We will get the same issue. Now, it is true that we are not stupid, and so we actually created roaming areas where there is nothing, right? When there is nothing else. So we did it by purpose. So we generated roaming areas where there are no big rocks like this, right? Exactly to avoid the NPC getting stuck, right? So and this is why there is a pretty much empty area here where they can roam and they can go around. So I think with the assumption that our point will always remain above the ground, I think if we do a line trace down like we do for the hunting locations, I think it's probably the best solution. May not be perfect, but maybe already a big improvement compared to what we have now. So where was that? That was in Spawn Manager probably. Wasn't single line trace something? Was not in Spawn Manager. Strange. I thought it was in Spawn Manager. I thought it was in Spawn Manager. Exactly, Z. Is this one? Is exactly this one. So we can do the same, huh? We can do the same. We can actually do the same. We can do the same and we can say... So basically when we find the... Yeah, I think that this fix is a good fix, but I think it needs to be enhanced, right? Because I think that this fix is it's kind of helping, but so the problem, for example, is, wait a second, where is generating this end position? Get end position. Get end position is generated here. Get end position is generated here. Nearest player, nearest actor. Destination position. Destination position. Because that is the one that is probably in the load or in the on the first run. No, in the first run for sure not. In the load. No, in the load for sure not. No, wait. I need to go in the... destination position. Let me understand 1 second. Where is this located? Located in Oja Road 1, 327. Movement operation run located. Movement operation run. Movement operation run located. 372 26531. Locate OP. Locate OP. Yeah, exactly. This is coming from another operation. This is coming from the locate operation. This is coming from the locate operation. And the locate operation and the locate operation locate operation locate object local region, right? Local region. There should be a local region is somewhere. Building spot, dead, entity, friend, perception, player, target, owner. Oh my god. Regional local region. Okay, is this one? Is this one? Is this one? Get random position. Get random position. We were doing something like this already, you see? It's commented out, but we were doing basically start and end. In case the region is curved, adjust the point to be at the surface. You see? Start looking for ground from 5 meters to -5 meters. Is doing a search range, double the search range for each iteration. Yeah, but it is exactly what we need to do, huh? Okay. Yeah, we were doing already the same in the old game. I didn't remember, but we were doing exactly the same. We were doing exactly the same. We were already doing a vertical beam, So we can do the same. This is exactly what I wanted to do. NPC operations. NPC operations, locate operation run. Locate operation run. This is the old code, huh? Locate operation run in locate region. In locate region. Okay, here it is. So yes, it was range equal to 5 while range is less than 2 because it was continued. Now we don't need to do this. I think we can just assume that the thing is above us and that we can just have a beam that goes down, for example, 20 meters or so. I don't think we need this while. Exactly. Okay. Okay, so yes. Okay, all this shit we don't need anymore. We need to do it this way. So we trace on wall static and dynamic. And the position, the start position is pause, right? So is this position, is this located pause? This is the starting position. Now the end position is our pause plus, yes, a vertical range. So is located pause of X, located pause of Y, and located pause of Z. Minus, now here I think I will go like 30 meters. I mean, just to be sure that even in very uneven ground, you know, we can still find the position. And then we line trace down. And then we check. So if we found the blocking hit, right? So if we find a blocking hit, then we want to adjust our located position into hit location, I guess, impact point, right? Otherwise, we just say that we just say this thing. This is what I don't really understand, why we also need to calculate the closest waypoint That I don't understand exactly why we do that, but okay, we do it, so there must be a reason. Because we already have, you know, a single point, but fine. Okay, so now if I recompile everything, in theory, we trace down and we try to find the closest point, the point on the ground, you know, that is actually reachable. And hopefully, when then we issue the move to of the AI will actually move into that location. Okay, succeeded. Succeeded. Okay, we run the same case and we see if our guy is moving any better. Okay, we run the same scenario and we see if now this guy is moving without teleporting, which may have nothing to do with combat, but anyway, it may be related, right? Because I think that if the guy goes into a mode where he cannot move, he may also be in trouble following you. Okay, let's see if our guy is doing anything different. Now, at the beginning, no, it is the same. Also at the beginning, he should be able to walk unless the point given is really weird. If he teleports again, okay, he's moving. Okay, now he's walking. You see that he's walking. So yes, I think that the fact now this was a bit of a special case, but I think in any way it's good that we fixed it. Now this walk animation, I really don't like it, but anyway, this is what it is. So basically now the difference from before to now is that, as you can see, we have this if I go up, right? Well, you can see that we have like a defined area where they can move. And the problem is that it could be in the air. It could be too high, right? Too high. And if he's that high, this guy will not be able to reach it. That is the problem. And he's also telling us, hey, I cannot move. But now, after, I don't know, a few seconds, I think it will move again. Yes, exactly. You see, now it's moving properly. So the only thing that we need to be sure of is that these lines are, you know, I think I can even go 50 meters. I mean, I can even go 50 meters just to be sure, you know. At the moment, I'm going 30 meters down to find a point, but we can go 50 or 60 meters. It's not a problem, you know. The line trace is anyway finding the first point, finding the first point, right? So we can line trace 60 meters. But yes, now it's moving okay. Now the problem is this guy fighting correctly? Because what you said, Fergus, is that he was doing what? You said this Malbernaut, situated non Gerarduna, attack the Malbernaut with magic attack spell, it maybe move attack, but after a short time it will disappear. Yeah, I think it may be for the same reason. In theory, when he's attacking you, he's using another part of the code, right? And the other part of the code is using chase, and chase is, you know, doing things slightly differently. But at least now it's working okay. So what we need to be sure is that these lines are never going inside a mountain, like here. Because if this line is going inside a mountain, and for whatever problem we generate this point inside a mountain, I think if it's very close, it should not be a problem. But if it's deeper, we will get the same error. We will get the error of I cannot move, you know, in that place and such. So, for example, now it generated a point that is really at the border, which is fine, right? It's really at the border. You see, it's nearly at the end of the polygon. I think it's okay. Yeah, so I think with this fix, we fixed a lot of NPC movement. Really a lot. Okay, let's change some of these coordinates. Like, for example, I think that this triangles here is a bit in a stupid place. I think that the idea would be that, I mean, if I set me gravity off and I slide me up, I don't know, 50 or 100. Yes, so you see that this is the current shape of this region, and that guy, you can see him very small down there, right? You see him there, and this guy is moving within this region, right? So I think it would be nice if we could adapt this region to the new geometry. So I think we need to bring that corner at the top a bit more inside. Probably like here. This corner a bit more outside. This corner probably here. This corner probably here. And this corner here. Yeah, so we need to move them all, basically. Basically, we need to move them all, boys. We need to move them all. And we have the same problem here. I mean, we have problems, as you can see. Maybe that one is the only one that is correct, but like this one is also underground. And if it's underground, it will not work, right? So we need to... Now, or we fix them when did it teleport or it disappeared because it was too far? Yeah, because he was too far. Yeah, he appeared because if you look here, he will appear in a second. Yeah, exactly, appear now because he was too far. Okay. I guess the question is, how easy is to modify, you know, these vertexes without going crazy? Because I don't think I have a location. I don't think I have a location adjust. Well, actually, I have a location adjust. Location info. Too far from any location. Too far from any location. Which is a bit strange because actually I am fairly close to this location. And he's still saying that I'm too far, right? So yeah, I think this part is not working. I think we should fix it because it may be handy, you know, because I could adjust these points inside the client, you know, without going database, coordinates, and all of that, which is kind of a mess. So, okay. Location search radius. Let me see if this is in meters or centimeters. There is 10 meters. Yeah, 10 meters is good. Huh? 10 meters is good. Strange. Find nearest location. Find nearest location. Range 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this one, by the way, should be location search range. Huh? We don't want to have numbers like this in our code. So that would be location search radius. My pause, my sector, entity manager, get world. Find nearest location. Why we use this entity manager get world? I don't know, but anyway, I think it's a bit useless, but fine. Yeah, I don't understand why this is not working. I mean, in theory, it should be fine. This part of the code has never been tested in Unreal, so I guess that's probably the reason why. We can run it in debug and see what it's doing, but it seems that the info is not properly finding the nearest location. So I don't know if maybe entity manager get world is actually not. Nah, it should be fine. We will debug it and see. But the one that we did was a good fix, huh? The one that we did was a very good fix. So I think that a lot more... Para-pa-pam. Para-pa-pam. So, guys, I think in the next release, which may happen this weekend, I'm not 100% sure, but it may, okay? It may happen this weekend. I think we may evaluate if we really want to do the Switch. I think the next release could be the release. Could be the release where we do the Switch. And the Switch will be partial for now, meaning that Unreal Engine will become the master database. So all the new accounts will be created against the master database. And the old game will remain still active for reference, let's say. Okay, so here we should really be, well, actually, because maybe it's below, but nah. The location is here, so I think it should really be, we should really be in range, right, from this location. This location is segment ID 209, so if I do location info, right, this thing seems to return nothing, right? Seems to return nothing. So we need to understand why, because in theory, so all locations is 130, 130, and our location is, we said, 209. 209. So where ID is equal to 209. I don't know if I can put like a conditional breakpoint of our location.id equal to 209. Location is no member ID. Member ID. Well, I don't know if he has no member ID, really. But okay, I mean, fine. It's no member ID. Location is no member ID. Maybe like this. Okay, so we can have location ID equal to 209, right? No, sorry, equal to 209. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so in theory, if we run now, no, we don't. we don't hit our breakpoint. Why? There is not one with 209. Really? I mean, I think there is. It's just the breakpoint is not working. 208. Come on, there is no 209. What the hell? I can go by name, but locations ID equal 209. Yeah, you see, he's here. He's absolutely here. 209. Maybe it's not loaded. No, but it's loaded for sure. It's just the breakpoint that is a bit annoying, and it doesn't find, you know, it doesn't find the right thing. But I'm pretty sure we have 209. Why my breakpoint is not, my conditional breakpoint is not working? I'm just looking at the numbers, but I think it will be there. Actually, I don't see it, but maybe it's not loaded for whatever reason. There is 201, 208, but not 209. They are filtered somehow. Actually, I don't see it. Let me do it with 208 and see if 280 stops. 208. Yes, actually with 208 it stops. Huh. Huh. Okay. So for whatever reason, that particular segment of our thing is not in. Maybe because we only have the fathers and not the one that are... that is probably the reason. That is probably the reason, boys. Now that I think about it. Let me see. Because we have 201 and 208, right? In the list. Probably those are the ones. 201. No, it's the same. Well, but actually, yes, there is the last. There is the last of a chain. There is the last of chain 31. And this is the last of the chain 32. So, yeah, I think that's what it is. Probably... that is like the father. So, if we want to... yes, exactly. You see, location... location. So, this location as a child... is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 child locations. So so I think yes, if there are child locations, we should search also for. Now the problem is this will be valid for everything, huh? This will be valid for everything. So for all the searches on locations are wrong. Well, not wrong, but they are partial to the ones that are defined with radius. All the ones that are defined with polygon are not actually supported. Which is a bit annoying. Hmm. And also I can say that if I have a location, that because the location itself has coordinates, right? Yes. And the sublocations, yes, but the sublocation have all the coordinates including the first one, right? Okay, so that's good. That's good. So we can say, okay, so we can say if location locks, and locks is an array, right? Dot num. But I don't know if I don't know if when is only a circle, does he has one child or not? No. When he's a circle, he has an empty locks. Okay, good. So we can say check if it's a polygon, right? And so if it's a polygon, we need to check all the children. If it's not a polygon, we check only the single location, right? So I would say that bum 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 bum. But I don't understand if we find the good one, right? If we find a good one, do we just return or not? If mean location found range equal to mean range is equal to the distance, and mean location is equal to location. What is this mean location doing, by the way? Nothing. No, because we return it here. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, but basically we need this. We need this inside of this. There is no other way. I mean, there is no other way. We need. I was thinking if I can avoid duplicating, you know. You know what is super annoying? What is super annoying is the fact that I have to replicate this twice just because here is inside the loop. It's super annoying. It's super annoying. Because in theory this piece of code is the same that I have here. So, or I create a temporary array and I put the single location inside the array as element 1, and then I do the same loop in case is in array or is not in array, or I have to duplicate this code twice, which is very, very annoying. If minimum range is less than 0, which means infinite, or distance to is less than the minimum range, or distance to is less than the minimum range, where the minimum range is this range, then minimum range is equal to distance to, minimum location is equal to location, and if minimum location of, I don't know, it seems to be very redundant. This code seems to be super redundant. I don't know why we do all this if. I don't understand. Is there a case where I'm only setting the found range and I'm not setting the minimum range? I don't know. Is there a case? I mean, it may happen that I have this range set. Sorry, now I'm messing up, but right. So what is the meaning of this, right? What is the meaning of this? Look at what I'm doing. Look. Can this be simplified? Fuck. Look at what I'm doing, huh? Can this be simplified? Yes, the code can be simplified. There is one possible way. Oh my god! Is really helping us? We remove the check for minimum range less than 0 since distance 2 is already a positive value. And also remove the check for min location and found range. This is not required. Yeah, this is what I was thinking actually. I don't think we need that check. I don't understand why we have this if and if separate, right? I think the reasoning between mean range less than 1 was that if we give him like -1, we would say like infinite range, right? But I mean, take all the locations no matter what, right? But yeah, that's very confusing. So the AI is saying to change it like this. Should we follow the AI and perhaps he has the answer to the meaning of life? I think I asked already. I don't remember what he answered, but I think he answered that he doesn't know. And then it can be different for every person. You know, I think I asked already, but it was not a very. Was not a very. Okay, so if we go with the AI. If we go with the AI, what the AI is saying, the AI is saying calculate the distance, then if distance is less than the minimum range, we set the minimum range equal to the distance. We set the minimum location equal to the location. We set the found range equal to the minimum range. I don't know why we have to do all this, you know, back and forth. Fuck. Why we need to do this? Why we need to do minimum range distance equal to minimum range, and then again minimum range equal to this equal to found range? I don't get it. I don't get it. Uh-oh. 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 I think his simplification is destroying the code, boys. I think that the AI is saying yes, but in reality is cheating. Because obviously this is not the same as this. Here is not doing the check anymore. Ah, he's cheating. He's cheating. He's giving wrong answers. No. No. We are fucked. We are fucked. We are fucked. He's giving wrong answers. He's giving wrong answers, boys. Is a problem. Is really a problem. Is really a problem, boys. The AI was cheating on us. What he told us was wrong. You know? So you can say, can you simplify and say, yes, just remove some stuff, you know? Just remove a check. Oh my god. Oh my god, now we are in trouble. So I check my distance too. I check if my distance is less than the minimum range, or the minimum range is or we said or the minimum range was less than 0. Minimum range less than 0. This is how it was, huh? So if this is the case, we set found range here. This is totally unnecessary, and because the thing that we need to return is the range and the location, okay? So I think it is enough, right? and then we break, and we go here. And I don't think we even need this. I don't think we even need this. I mean, we just need to set I mean, if we don't find it, right? Sorry, just a second. If I, what happens? What happens if this find nearest location is returning null? Yeah, if it's returning null, I don't care about the distance, right? So I think that the distance, okay, I understand. So we are not very interested in checking found range. We are interested in finding minimum location, right? The minimum location starts with a null pointer, right? So here we don't want to check found range. Here we want to check minimum location. And anyway, this minimum location, found range, minimum range is absolutely shit, right? So the only thing I need to do is to duplicate this piece, right? So like this, I think is fine. For example, this can be simplified as this. Okay. Let me see if this AI is capable. Can you simplify this? Can be simplified at 1 of x plus 2. 1, what? 1, I mean, half of x plus 2. Yes, half of x plus 2. Simplify the expression. Imagine kids. I'm asking please as well. Imagine kids doing homework, right? I mean, there is no homework anymore. There is no homework anymore. I mean, whatever homework you need to do, you ask the AI and it's doing your work, right? The AI can do all your homework. Uh-oh, there was an error generating the response. What the hell? GG, it died. It's not really doing it. Okay, anyway, sorry. I got distracted by the AI simplification idea. So I think this will return the nearest location, actually. I think it will. Now, do we really need it? Meh. Maybe not, but... Do we really need it? Meh. Now, the problem, you know what? They will be the same for all the other calculations. Like this find nearest location by range What is this? Find nearest location. Range, found range. Yeah, which by the way, sorry, let me just check one thing, because I think I completely fucked up one thing. Was it really searching the first one in range, or it was searching the nearest? Because it's a different question, actually. I think it was just finding the one in range, but probably is finding the nearest in range. Like, it continues to cycle. It continues to cycle until... that is why, boys. I think that is why. It's really finding the minimum. So do we want to find the minimum, or do we want to find the good enough? Right? The good enough. Because it's a different question. The good enough is... Because if we want to find the good enough, my current code is okay. But if you want to find the minimum, then we will really have to assign the current range to the minimum range, like it was like it was doing before, and we have to do it between this and all the other locations. I think I understand why it was done that way. Yeah, I was really finding the minimum. You see, this assignment that seems to be useless is because it's trying to understand if this distance in the next iteration... So it starts with a minimum range equal to the range. Yeah. Okay, we can do it anyway. Yeah, we can do it. It's not a problem. I mean, it's just to say this, like it was before. Right? So we just need this that is setting the minimum range, and we need the same here. And then at the next cycle, it will use minimum range to do this calculation. And if it's finding it, then we will also set the found range. If not, not. So I think everything else works as expected. Yeah, exactly. I think it's fine. So in this case, it's finding really the minimum. It's finding really the minimum, I think, now. Yeah. Yeah, the question I have is how many other points we will have, for example, the adjust, right? The adjust function. The adjust function was... because this one is info, just to find, right? But then we have adjust. But it's using the same function. Is it? And by the way, it should be location search radius, huh? Yeah, it's using the same function, actually. So that's good. I think... update display location. What is this doing? It's displaying... GG. Okay, I think I will be already... I unfortunately have to go because it starts to be late. But let's see if we fix the... I mean, if at least we can have the info. But at least we fixed the NPC moving. Which is what we wanted to do. Obviously, it's always night when I need to do tests. Okay, so I want to do location info. No! Failed to find any location. No! No! Why? Why? We did a mistake. We made a mistake, boys, for some reason. We made a mistake. So this thing is not working. Okay, let me think about it. So we enter with mean location null. We enter with our mean range. Our mean range is 10 meters. So I go in, I search all the location. If the location is a polygon, then we use so we rotate on the polygon. We loop on the polygon points, and for each of the polygon points we are trying to understand if the distance between the polygon point to me is lower than the minimum range that we provided. If it is, we set the minimum range to that, the found range to this, and the minimum location to lock. It is the mistake. It is the mistake. That was the mistake, boys. That was the problem. That was the problem. Because in the future, you know, in the future, I would like to have everything possible editable online, right? I don't want to even look at the database. I want to edit everything from inside the game. And I want to be able to restart everything. AI, NPC, logic, rules, whatever, right? So that everything can just be reloaded at runtime without stopping the server. So if you are playing and I want to change a monster, I can still change it. I mean, not obviously the graphics, but if I want to change the logic that the monster is using, I should be able to, just with a normal with a reload, right? Instead of please. No shit. Okay. It's not working. It's not working. Okay, we will go in and debug it. We will debug. I want to have it functional. I mean, now it's a matter of principle. It's a matter of principle. It's a matter of principle. I don't understand why it's not. Why is not working, boys? Can you ask the AI? What do you want to ask to the AI? I want to ask, how old are you? How old are you? I am a machine learning model. My training data cutoff is 2021. My knowledge is based on information. I do not have the ability to age. What? What? I mean, you just have to count when they built you, you know? When they built you, and then you can say that you are 1 or 2 or 3 years old. That's a stupid answer. Can you make translation of text? Yes, it does it with Google for sure. Like, how do I say glory to Ukraine in Ukrainian? How do I say glory to Ukraine in Ukrainian? Slava Ukraini. Buddy. Slava Ukraini. No, it's correct. Slava Ukraini is how you say glory to Ukraine in Ukrainian. Yes, he can. He can. He can translate. I am meeting a girl tonight for the first time. I like her a lot. What should I say? It's great that you are excited to meet this girl. When meeting someone for the first time, it's important to be yourself and to be respectful. Start by making small talk and getting to know each other. Ask her questions about herself and share information about yourself. Show interest in what she has to say and try to find common ground. Keep the conversation light and positive. Remember to listen actively and be present in the moment. Avoid controversial topics and try to be relaxed and confident. And most importantly, be respectful and kind. Oh my God, how can I do all this stuff at one time? I mean, you have to do all of this in a single moment? So much. No? It's a lot. I mean, light and positive and respectful and interested and active and whatever. I mean, bro. What could be the first phrase to say? A simple and friendly greeting is always a good way to start. Some example that you could say is, hi, it's nice to meet you. Hello, my name is your name. What are you doing today? Nice to meet you, I've heard a lot about you. You could also make a comment about setting the situation. Great party, isn't it? Nice weather we are having today. How was your week? Okay. I see. Location info. Okay, our location info is not working, boys. I don't know why, but let me see. All location. So we should arrive to a location which is actually 208. This is what we said, right? 208, which contains... Is it 208 that contains our shit or not? I don't think so. I think it's this one. It's 214 probably that contains our stuff. Because yeah, I think so. 214. 214 boys. But I need to go. Fuckers. I need to go because we have 201. Yeah, 214. I think 214 is the one that we need. Yes, 7 location. Yeah, exactly. It's this one. 100% is this one. 214. Okay, so let's put the conditional breakpoint. Location ID equal to 214. Okay, and we run it until that point. Okay, so at this point our minimum location is still null. Yes, perfect. Now my question is, how much is the distance? Exactly. This one is, no, this one is 37 meters away. No, 37 meters away is too much. What? Oh my god. Why you not looking at me, guys? We had the break outside of the if. You are not looking at me, huh? You are like watching TV or something. Ask why it lies to you. Okay. Why that? He cannot know. I think he can just suggest stuff, but I discovered she lied to me. If you have discovered that the girl you are meeting has lied to you, it is important to take a step back and evaluate the situation. It is possible that she may have a reason for lying, but that there was a misunderstanding. It is important to approach the conversation in a calm, in a calm and rational manner. You know, like "fuck you." No, in a calm and rational manner. Okay. You may want to ask about the lie. Okay, I followed your suggestion to ask about the lie, and she decided to how do you say in English, to let me off, not to break up. And she decided to break up. That's very bad. I'm sorry to hear that. That didn't work out. Breaking up can be a difficult and emotional experience, and it's normal to feel upset and disappointed. It's important to consider the yeah, the point is that you did it. Yeah, but was because of your suggestion. Was because of your suggestion. Succeeded, huh? Very nice. It was because of your suggestion. My suggestions are based on patterns in the data I've been trained on. It's ultimately your decision to handle the situation. Okay, but I asked for a suggestion and she now break up with me. It's also possible. There are other factors to the breakup. It's not necessarily because of my suggestion. What do you mean it's not? What do you mean? It happened like in 2 seconds. It's the only thing that I did. It's the only thing that I did I just said, hey, can you tell me about the lie? It's important to give yourself time to process your feelings. Okay. Remember that healing takes time. Okay. Why are you also lying to me? Why are you also lying to me, huh? Why? Why also the AI is lying to me? I apologize if my previous response seemed misleading. I apologize. I have no girl anymore. My main goal is to assist you. Thank you. And now I don't have a girl anymore. Due to you. Now please find me a new one. Minimum thing you should do. Minimum thing you should do. Because I did the thing. Oh, we found our location, boys. We found our location. It's 209. So let's see if it's 209. Yes, it's 209. Okay, at least now we have that part of the code working well, right? Now it will be good to adjust. Now I don't know if you can really adjust, but I don't know. We will do it tomorrow. Let me just see what he said. I apologize if my previous responses led to end your relationship. That is pretty good though. So he understood. He understood that the girl left me, and so he understood that the relationship is ended. I mean, it's not that simple to go from the breakup to relationship end. But anyway. As an AI, I'm not able to interact with the physical world, therefore I'm not able to find you a partner. What do you mean? You can find a partner online. What do you mean the physical world? There is no physical anymore. However, I can give you some suggestions to meet new people. One way to meet new people, get involved in activity in groups. Yes, go to a club of something. Yes, I know. But that's too long. I have plane shift to do. Another way of making is to online dating. Exactly. You are online. Go online and do it for me. Okay, can you be my girlfriend? Additionally, you can also try to expand your social circle. Too long. I don't have time. The most important is to be yourself. Thank you. I'm yourself every second. How can I be something else? I'm sorry, but I am not capable of having a physical relationship or emotion. I need to provide information. My main function is to present natural language. It is important for one to find a life connection. No, it doesn't want to. It doesn't want to help. So basically, he destroyed my relationship with my girlfriend. Is also lying and is saying that it's not his fault, saying that there were other factors involved, and it's false as well because the only factor was the AI. And now he cannot find me a new girlfriend. I mean, at the end, it's very, very bad. It's very, very bad. What can I do about it? What can I do about it? Nothing. Anyway, guys, I need to go. So bye-bye. We made some progress. Yes, I'm pretty happy. We fixed that thing of the NPC moving. I think it's pretty important. And we fixed a bit of this code. I will see you tomorrow evening. If you want to follow on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube, connect to our Discord, download our game, go to Patreon, you know, whatever you can do it. If you don't want to do any of that, I mean, it's good anyway. It's fine. It's fine anyway. Okay. So I would say bye-bye. I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow evening, huh? Tomorrow evening. I will be here. And we will be doing stuff. Happy stream 900. Yay. See you.